Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the DC Universe Classics Wave 17 Orange Lantern Lex Luthor. The All-Lantern-inspired Wave 17 brings us several action figures based on the DC Universe heroes and villains, straight out of the pages of the Blackest Night story arc. Included in this line is the Orange Lantern version of Superman's archenemy, Lex Luthor. Lex comes in the now standard DC Universe Classics blister card packaging. The back of that package features some information on this version of the character, along with a look at the rest of the figures in Wave 17. Aside from his head, this Lex figure is molded in a completely translucent orange plastic. This has its pros and its cons. I, for one, always enjoy action figures that are molded in translucent plastic like this. They really have that eye-catching pop factor. But I do understand why some folks may not really enjoy the translucent nature of figures like this. So for example, let's take a look at the sculpt. The sculpt of the figure is pretty amazing. At first I was almost expecting this to just be a rehash of the old DC Superheroes Lex, but that is not at all the case. Standing them side by side, you can see the size difference, the articulation difference, and yes, the sculpt of the armor is all different. But with it all being translucent, it is a bit hard to point out all of those details. Without a proper paint job, we sort of lack the detailing that could make this sculpt really stand out. And it's hard to see it, but there is a ring sculpted on his right finger. Also worth noting, the plastic seems to be a bit softer on this, as the armor pieces are all quite pliable and even have a tendency to come out of the blister slightly warped, so watch for that. The articulation, as mentioned earlier, is improved over the earlier DC Superheroes Lex wearing this armor suit. This time around we have a ball-jointed head, which is a bit hindered by the armor. We have shoulders, elbows, wrists, although the right wrist on mine appears to be completely stuck in place. We've got an ab crunch, we got waist, thighs, knees, and ankles. Lex includes an orange lantern accessory, but there is no handle on this lantern, so finding a way for Lex to hold it is a bit of a challenge. All you can really do is have him cradle it in his arms, so it might actually work better just sitting on the shelf next to him at his feet. Lex also includes a leg piece for the Wave 17 Collect and Connect Anti-Monitor figure. Overall, I do still really like this figure. As I stated earlier, I like translucent figures quite a bit, and I think it works well for this particular version of Lex. With the awesome armor sculpted on this figure, it seems like a no-brainer that Mattel will eventually release a repainted version of this figure without the power of the Orange Lantern, so we can have an updated armored Lex with more articulation and in better scale. Time will tell. Wave 17 should be hitting store shelves now, so happy hunting, and until next time.